Welcome to our Monday night shiur. I'm happy to see everyone over here. Our shiur is at the Had Moshe Chaim ben Shmuel, and also Nishmat Avraham ben Yafa and Michael ben Basha. And also I want to say that our shiur, today's Aleph Sivan. I want to start off our shiur with a couple of sigulot. It's a very powerful month. There's no Tachanun this month until the 12th. Until the 12th of Sivan, I believe. Yes? 12th of Sivan.
Express.
Yeah.
Can you remind us what from today?
Huh?
Starting from tonight.
Yeah, starting from basically starting from tonight, till 12th of Sivan, there is no Tachanun. Why till the 12th? Because after Shavuot is the 6th of Sivan, you have 7 days in case you missed. Person missed the Korban, he has 7 days Tashlumin, it's called. Okay? That's why a person, Chas Shalom, who's an Avel, a mourner, he reaches Shavuot, the Shavuot cancels the Avelut, counts as 7 days. Because you have 7 days until the 12th. So the power of Shavuot is very powerful. The month of Sivan is powerful. The horoscope of Sivan is the Gemini. You're the Gemini. The Te'umim. The Te'umim is the most powerful of all the signs. The reason why it's the most powerful because it's the only sign, besides for the Virgo, that's a human. And it's also a male and a female. And what was male and the female in the Beit HaMikdash? The cherubs, the cherubim on top of the Kodesh. So that means the Sivan, which is where we got the Torah, is the horoscope sign is mamash on top of the Kodesh, on top of the Kodesh HaKodeshim. And the reason is because Gemini, the month of Sivan, is an air sign. Air sign. Air. Avir. And Avir represents speech. Torah. We learn Torah through speaking. The Gemara says whoever learns Torah silently, b'mehera hu shocheh. He forgets it right away. But a person learns Torah and he says it so his ears can hear it. That means he hears what he's saying. That's called Torah Lishma according to the Mekubalim. Shimon Agassi says, you know what Torah Lishma is? When you learn it and you could hear what you're saying, you're reading it with a voice, with a mangina, with a tune. Baruch Hashem, today we have Sefarim. Especially, it's very hard when people, they learn a lot. They want to read already so fast, they read with their eyes. That's the Lishma part. They have to stop and read it mamash with their mouth so they could hear it with their ears. And it's a very big thing. The Zohar says when a person learns Torah and when he prays Shemona Yisrael, he has to be very careful to remove all the hair from his ear. Some people, I don't understand why they do this. When they pray, specifically they take out their peot on top of their ears. So I told one guy once, I said, what are you doing? It says specifically in the Zohar, Hateh oznecha. It says by the pasuk Hateh oznecha, you have to move the hair from your ears. That way the tefillah will go into the upper ears. What in Kabbalah is the upper ears? Which olam? Orot ha'ozen. Ozen, right? Orot ha'ozen. So for the orot to get to over there, you have to move everything from your ear, which is against what some people do. They put their peot out while they pray. That's wrong. According to the Zohar, that is not the right thing to do. So the month of Sivan is very powerful. It's the month where we got the Torah. All of the 3 main holidays, Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot. Sukkot, we have a build-up, right? Starts from Slichot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippurim, Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, until we get to Sukkot. Oh, you worked so much. Pesach too, right? Pesach, cleaning, Sefirat HaOmer. Shavuot is interesting. You open up the Shulchan Aruch, there isn't one siman on Shavuot. No minhagim. Nothing. It doesn't even say you have to stay up all night. Do you know where we get this minhag to stay up all night? Can anybody here tell me? Who here said the Ariya Kadosh? You can't just say the Ariya Kadosh for everything. It's cheating. Rabbi Yosef Kara is the right answer. Yeah. You're right. The Ariya Kadosh did used to do that, but who follows the Ariya Kadosh these days? How many percentage of the world? We're in the age of Pashtanim. It was back in the day that the Sfaradim, anything the Ariya Kadosh used to say was Torah min HaShamayim. Today, they say Maran, 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 Maran. Everybody follows Pshat. There was a story once. This is a scary story. And it's scary because it didn't happen to a Mikubal. It happened to a Pashtan. It happened to a regular Rav, once who used to learn just Gemara, Mishnayot. His name was Rav Yosef Karo. We know him much better as Maran HaShulchan Aruch, the Bala Bet Yosef. This story is written down by the Shla. You guys might recognize that name because the Shla wrote down that prayer that all of us said today for the good kids, the Shla. The Shla is not really his real name. It stands for his book. It's an acronym for his book, Shnei Luchot Habrit. He has a magnum opus, a very, very deep Kabbalistic and Hasidic book called Shnei Luchot Habrit. It's an amazing read, full of Yirat Shamayim. It's called The Two Tablets.
In English?
No, it's not in English. Maybe it is. You know, yesterday I saw somebody send me on Amazon. Somebody translated one book in English. I don't know if this...
Is it correct?
I don't know. I'm afraid to open that book even.
Open it.
I'm afraid it's a scary book.
You open it correct? Kabbalah book?
Yes. Let's not get into it right now. So the Shla says that he heard a story passed down. One time Rav Yosef Karo, it was Shavuot night, Gabriel. And back then, nobody stayed up all night. And we're only talking about 300-400 years ago. He decided, Rav Yosef Karo, he saw in the Zohar HaKadosh that whoever stays up on the night of Shavuot gives 24 ornaments of jewelry to the Shekhinah. He saw this kind of verse over there. 24 ornaments of jewelry to the Shekhinah. What is that? So he said, I want to stay up all night, learn Torah. So he took up, he told his students, like when we go to Lubavitch, we call everyone, you know, Lubavitch, but they weren't as strong as you guys. You guys are tzaddikim. Only 6 out of 10 of them decided we're going to go learn with the Rebbe all night. Some of them said, no, tomorrow we have to make minyan, we have to make this, we're going to be tired, we have this, we have that. Okay, the Rav didn't push them. He said, okay guys, you 6 come. And they were learning all night. What were they learning? Mishnayot. Mishnah after Mishnah after Mishnah after Mishnah. Towards the dawn, when the night is darkest, suddenly they hear a different voice coming out of Rav Yosef Karo's mouth. And they get into shock. These aren't Mekubalim, guys. These were regular Pashtanim. This is not the Ari HaKadosh. A voice came out of Rav Yosef Karo's mouth and it said, I am the Shekhinah, I am the divine presence. What you guys are doing here tonight, you have no idea the greatness in Shammai. If you guys were 10 of you, if all 10 of your friends would have been here, you would have brought the Geula. That's how much I love what you guys are doing. Don't stop learning the Mishnayot. Continue doing it. And let it be known from today on that every Jew should try to stay up all night on the night of Shavuot, and whoever cares for my kavod, for my honor, will make sure to stay up all night for Shavuot and learn Torah. And the voice left him. Mamash, like a nivu'ah, like a prophecy. They got so scared, even the rabbi didn't realize what happened to him. And they continued learning. The next night, they were outside of Israel. They weren't in Israel at that time. They told their friends, listen, you know what happened last night? Mm-hmm. We just had the Shekhinah speak from our Rebbe's mouth. Let's all of us come this time. And it came again. Second night, they were learning Mishnayot, a lot of Mishnayot. Suddenly, again, the voice came out. He said, Ashrechem. Whoever stays up on the night of Shavuot learning Torah. When I say learning Torah, what did we learn in last week's parashat Bechukotai? Tiyu amelim b'Torah. Not sit down and just hear a lecture. All night hearing lectures, eating semichki. That's not learning Torah. That's listening to Torah. You have to toil in Torah. You have to sweat. You have to ask, what does this mean? Whoever stays up all night on night of Shavuot learning, toiling in the Torah, I promise that for the whole year, nothing bad is going to happen to him. So the voice said. The Ari HaKadosh, Rabbeinu Yitzchak Luria Ashkenazi, the great luminary in Shara Kavanot, writes down, whoever stays up all night of Shavuot learning Torah, I promise you, that year, nothing bad will happen to him. If the Ari HaKadosh said, I promise you, more than that you want. One time I was in shul, and there was one guy, he doesn't come to our shul anymore. I wish he did, but he doesn't. And he said, I want to pray for the Amud, to be Chazan. I don't know what's this defeka, I call it, this nonsensical thing. Like some people have, you see this among Israelis a lot. They just want to be, they want to like read out loud. What's the greatness of being Chazan? I don't know. I mean, Koshke, read correctly at least, you know, the oohs, the ahs, the is, the is. She says, I want to be Chazan. So I told him, listen, Jonam, you don't keep Shabbat. I love you. Our shul, we're very lenient about who goes up to the Torah. But you can't be Chazan. You're say de chovat, the people in the crowd. They're going to say, you know, false amens. He said, what do you mean? I said, you know what? Let's make a deal. You promise me you're going to close shop on Shabbat. You're going to be Chazan over here whenever you like. Shaharit, Mincha, you're going to be Chazan Kavua. He said, promise me I'm going to have Parnasa. I said, what do I look like to you, the Ari HaKadosh over here? Promise me I'm going to have Parnasa. I'm only telling you what the Torah says. Hashem is not enough. Hashem is not enough that He promised you He's going to give you Parnasa. It's not good enough. You need me to promise you that? Sometimes people need to hear from Basar Vadam. If the Ari HaKadosh promised you, if you stay up all night learning Torah, specifically the Tikkun of Leil Shavuot, you're not going to do it? The Ari HaKadosh says you're going to be successful, you're not going to do it? Nothing bad is going to happen, you're going to do it, yeah. If nothing bad is going to happen, so what's going to happen? Something good. You want something good or no? How many of us need Yeshuot, guys? Everybody needs Yeshuot. Yeshuot v'hatzlachot. Everyone needs, no matter who, what, where, when, how. Everybody could use a little bit more parnasa. Anybody could use a little bit more shalom bayit. Everybody could use a little bit more of zera bar kayama, refuah shlema. Refuah shlema, very important. One person I just met not long ago, Bar Minan. He used to be a heavy smoker. Very heavy smoker. I tell this to the kids in my class. They all smoke incessantly. And you know what incessantly means? Today they have something called the jewel. This is the worst drug. This is the worst thing than a cigarette. Why? Every single second, you know? Inside, out. It smells good. This person quit cigarettes. He used to smoke cigarettes. He got asthma when he was 45. Asthma from so much smoking. He quit. 5 years he quit. Still the asthma got worse and turned into COPD. What are you going to say? He quit though. Everything was good. He quit. Sometimes you could quit too late. It's not enough to quit. You need to quit on time. So when the Ari HaKadosh gives you a sigula to stay up all night for Yeshuot and Brachot, Velo yi'uneh lo davar ra, ota shana, you gonna take it or no? Like the Rav Yaakov Chaim, Rav Yaakov Yosef, the firstborn son of Rav Ovadia used to say, Aryeh ki yishag mi lo yira. When you look at the Ari, what does the Ari mean? In English, what's Ari? A lion. He said the poskim, the regular rabbis, they're like sheep. The Jews are what considered? They're sheep. He said when a lion roars, what happens to the sheep? They all run away. Because Aryeh ki yishag, when the Ari opens his mouth, milo yira. Which posek will not be afraid to say something against the Ari? Who's not going to be afraid to say something against the Ari? I'm going to tell you guys another secret. We're Sfaradim. Baruch Elokeinu shebaranu lichvodo. I'm going to tell you guys another secret. If you open up the Zohar, Parashat Kedoshim, It says over there, black and white in the Zohar HaKadosh. I read the Zohar, it's so special. You read it. And there's so few of these people who do this. Whoever does this on the night of Shavuot, he says, there is no one more beautiful in front of the eyes of Hashem. The brachot, the atzlachot, the yeshuot, the love. Imagine Hashem takes your neshama and He kisses it. More than that you want in your life? The Zohar HaKadosh says, whoever on Shavuot learns Torah the whole night without chit-chatting in the middle. Impossible, yeah? Without chit, and in the morning, before dawn, he dips inside the mikveh, he puts the crown on the head of Hashem. Why did God create the world? We learn in Mitzvot Chaim, there is no king without a nation. And there is no king without the crown. By you learn, the Zohar says, by you learning all night of Shavuot and going to the mikveh right before dawn, what are you putting on the head of HaKadosh Baruch Hu? His crown. More than that you want? You putting the crown on the Tagin, yes. You're putting the crown on Hashem. Now the only question is, what do we learn on the night of Shavuot? What do we learn? From the story of Rav Yosef Karo, what do we have to learn? He was doing Mishnayot, right? The Zohar says something very cryptic. Today, Baruch Hashem, you go on YouTube, Zohar, teachings of Zohar. You have Zohar teachings. This one was 10,000 subscribers, this one 20,000. You hear the lecture? I don't know. What is he translating the book from? I don't know. That's what they say. Ha'emet hi ne'ederet. The truth is hidden. The Zohar says, whoever learns Torah on the night of Shavuot gives the Shekhinah, the divine presence, 24 gifts. 24 gifts. The number? 24. When Isaac, Yitzchak Avinu, sent Eliezer, or Avraham sent Eliezer to find Yitzchak a wife, who did he meet? Rivka. And it says she took something to the well and she poured from that thing water. What was that thing called? Does anybody know? Kada. Very good. Kad. Kad is a jug. How do you spell kad in Hebrew? Chaf. Dalet. How much is chaf? 20. How much is dalet? 4. 24. Those 24 those 24 jewelry ornaments that the Zohar is talking about, that's the jug that your neshama is going to use for the rest of the year to take the water, which is the shefa. Water is shefa. From the upper shefaim in Shamayim, which is bracha, atzlacha, parnasa, refuah, yishod gedolot. Without those 24 ornaments, which is the jug, which is your jug, you can't take you could drink it, you could take with your hands, but you don't have the shefa.
The kli.
You don't have exactly. I like that. You don't have the vessel. Now I'm going to tell you another secret. Listen very carefully. What in Judaism is the number 24? What, guys?
24,000 students of
That's very nice. You're what is this, Shabbat today? You're giving a chidush here? Relax. Take it easy. The 24 books. There's 5 books of the Torah, and if you count the prophets and the writings, altogether you have what? 24. The Krit Machs, which is the Krit Machs, you guys, I don't have to tell you what the Krit Machs are, right? Yeah. Not our neighbors across the street, but the Chabad neighbors. If you go on Main Street, it's the Chabad's neighbors. They're the ones across the street from the Chabad. We got different. Yeah, the Sfaradim fight whatever they know. We fight the Klipa of Ishmael. They fight the Klipa of Esav. I studied a bit of theocracy. Do you know how many books the
Questions?
Kreit Machs have?
Yeah.
How many holy books they have? Luke, John, Shema.
It's called
The Gospels.
It's called non-stop.
Zero holy books.
24. It's called
They're holy books.
non-stop.
No, more, a little bit more.
26?
One more?
27?
27. You know what the number 27 represents? You know why they choose the number 20? Really, they have much more. They have like 100. They chose the Pope, back in the day. He chose number 27. You know why?
Scary.
Because the Jewish people have 24. They wanted to copy the Jews, but do one up on top of them. They couldn't use 26. Why they couldn't use 26? Because then that's like saying Yudke Vavke. They believe in God. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in the one. They believe in JC. They're Avodah Zarah. Tosfot says they're Avodah Zarah. Avodah Zarah. Rambam says they're Avodah Zarah.
It's true. The second commandment.
So they use the number 27. Why they use the number 27? How many letters there are in the Hebrew alphabet? Chaf Zayin Otiot Torah. 22 regular letters and 5 end letters. They wanted to do 27 books to cancel out our 27 letters of our Aleph Bet. That's why what is our Aleph Bet called? Aleph Bet. What is their alphabets called? Alphabets.
Everybody calls out.
That's true, but they specifically is more. The Latin, the English. They use it's specific, by the way. The church did it specifically to cancel out the Aleph Bet of the Jewish people. And many words in English is very similar to Hebrew and Aramaic. Many. When you learn on the night of Shavuot Torah, specifically what? The 24 books. The 24 books. You are destroying their 27 books. You are taking their klipa and you're putting it down to the earth. Ki nachash, the snake, afar lachmo. What's afar lachmo? The dirt. I saw one scary video, guys. There's this big Rasha. I don't want to say his name in America. He lives in Indiana. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say his name. He's a very big Rasha. You guys remember when Donald Trump became president in Charlottetown, there was a big riot and they killed the white nationalists were killed and they killed people. They drove over them and then Trump took their side. You remember that, guys? I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
The guy who started the whole riot for the white nationalists, blood and soil, as they say, they're neo-Nazis, really. This is the guy I'm talking. He lives in Indiana. He's a Rasha Merusha. He's not smart. He's a big Rasha. He said, why are the Jews, why do we hate the Jews? Why is Hezbollah our friend? Why is Ahmadinejad our friend? Why is Hamas our friend? Abdullah, Shmabdallah, all their Allahs, all their mullahs. Why is it our friend? He said. He says, if you take a Jew, how many countries have we lived in over the 2,000 years? All the countries of the world, right? He says, how many of them have we been kicked out of? All of them. He says, person who's kicked out of so many places, why is he kicked out? It must be that what? He's a crazy. Something is wrong with them. You look at that video, you know, he has a point. I want to ask you guys a question. Who kicked us out of Eretz Israel?
We did.
Which nation kicked us out? Don't be too smart. Which nation?
Romans.
The Romans. Who put the name Palestine on Eretz Israel?
The British.
The Romans, Jonah. The Romans. Palestina they put. That's the name they put on Eretz Israel. Who kicked us out? Do you guys know the Gemara in Masechet Yoma? Tell this to your kids. When the Romans were fighting with the Greeks, there was a big war between Rome and Greece. Greece was winning. And Rome, Esav, went to the Jewish people. This is from the Gemara Masechet Yoma. Say this to your kids. And they told Israel, let's make a peace treaty. We'll fight together. Esav and Yaakov versus Yefet. Greece is Yefet. We're the same son of Yitzchak. Let's be brothers again. And what did the Jewish people say? Okay. Let's be brothers. And with the help of the Jewish people, says the Gemara, they defeated Greece to become the world power. How many years did the peace treaty last between Esav and Yaakov? 26 years. Kiminyan Yut Kei Vav Kei. After 26 years, the Romans destroyed the peace treaty, revolted, and fought against the Jewish people and subdued them. Destroyed our Beit HaMikdash. Most of the gladiators were from Eretz Israel. They sold us as slaves. They killed, they pillaged us, and they scattered us to the four corners of the world. And when they adopted Kritmachism, and we were the first monotheists in the world, they didn't like the fact that we didn't believe in JC. And they kicked us out of every single country because of what? Because we believed in the one God and they believed in what? A Jewish man.
The second commandment.
A Jewish man. That's what they believe in. A Jewish man that was crucifixed to a cross. I don't want to even make the thing. I feel uncomfortable doing so. Don't knock on wood. It's from the Dominican monks. Don't do that. So when they say we were kicked out, who kicked us out? The Nachash kicked us out. The Nachash. So when I'm telling you guys on the night of Shavuot, there are 27 letters, they're Chav Zayin books, they're 27 books, which is the Gospels, Luke, John, Matthew, all this Avi Avodah Tumah. And I'm telling you, you could destroy that by reading what? Bereshit, Shemot, Vayikra, Bamidbar, Devarim, Yoshua, Shoftim, Lachim, Shmuel, all the Trei Asar, the 12 prophets. And what do people say in the middle of the night? It's only 3 psukim from the beginning and the end of every book. This is not for me already.
So why don't we learn this?
Why don't we learn? Because people say, I don't want to do this already. What am I doing already? I'm just reading psukim. You're not just reading psukim. The Chida. You know who the Chida was? Go on L'Shem Torah and Inspiration. We have a video on the Chida. For some reason, it's such a popular video. The Chida Kadosh. The Chida. Till the age of 80 years old, he was standing on 2 legs, reading the whole 24 books. The whole thing. That's the real Tikkun Lil Shavuot. That's the 24 ornaments. That's the Kada of Rivka. Who's Rivka? Who's she the mother of? Who's she the mother of? Esav and Yaakov. Who is they say Esav respected his parents. So who do we have to wake up in Shamayim to tell Esav, shh? We have to wake up Rivka. We have to wake up Yitzchak. We have to wake up their Zechut. You want to do Tikkun Lil Shavuot, you want Hatzlacha in your life, it doesn't go without sacrifice. I told you guys this before. This is not a Baba land. There's no Baba lands over here. You come, we write a Kamiya, we do a Pidyon HaNefesh, and suddenly everything changes. What is this for you, the Baba Sali? I know stories of the Baba Sali. Can I tell you a story of the Baba Sali? Can I tell you how the Baba Sali used to do his Yeshuot? Can I tell you guys?
Yes, please.
You guys have this kind of like fantasy. People used to come to the Baba Sali. He used to go abracadabra, and suddenly the guy used to walk. He used to talk. He used to. It didn't work like that. There were many people that Baba Sali said, "I cannot help you." Any person that wasn't Shomer Shabbat, when he used to come to the Baba Sali, you know what he tells him? I'm sorry, not Shomer Shabbat, I can't accept. Yes. When people used to give him big money donations, big, I'm talking about big money, he used to tell them first question, Shomer Shabbat? Say, no, I'm not Shomer Shabbat. Please take your money. I don't accept non-Shomer Shabbat money. That's what he used to say. There were tzaddikim that used to accept non-shomer Shabbat money. They were in the level they could have fixed that money. But Baba Sali would say, no, I don't accept non-shomer Shabbat money. When people used to come to the Baba Sali and you ask for Yeshuot, you know what he used to do? He used to write down their names. Write down their names. They used to leave the room. He used to cry for hours. You know what hours is? Cry. He had a very sensitive heart. And he used to say, Hashem, don't help your children. Help my brothers. This is how he used to make his Yeshuot. No Shemot. No Kamiyot. I have the personal book of the Baba Sali, his book of Kavanot. There's a couple of them printed. His mamash, his handwriting. I have it. It's maybe a tenth of the Rashash's Kavanot. A tenth. All of his Kavanot was what? Crying to Hashem. That's why he was called Yisrael. People who have the name Yisrael, they have a fantastic power to pray for other people. The name Yisrael is a very powerful name. So when people want Yeshuot v'atzlachot, they come to a person, you want Yeshuot, you have to give to get. And I'm telling you guys, there is no more powerful night in the whole year than the night of Shavuot. More powerful than the night of Pesach. More powerful, and I'm going to tell you guys a bigger secret. It's not just a secret. It's something that if you're gonna hear this, don't miss this kavanah. Don't miss this kavanah. This kavanah can take you guys a very far place. There is one prayer that's the most powerful prayer of the whole year. And I'm only telling you guys this secrets because I love you. I wouldn't share it to you if I didn't. Because these are secrets of the secrets. Triple. It's 3 layers. Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. The prayer of Musaf in the morning of Shavuot is like 20 million atomic bombs of Shefa coming down to the world. 20 million atomic bombs of Shefa. And you know specifically where? When you say Shema Yisrael Keter Yitenu, that moment when you say Keter Yitenu Lecha, then you're saying Shema Me'achadim Shema B'chol Yom Tumim Pa'amayim Ba. And if Shema Yisrael Echad, when you say Echad, guys, take upon yourselves the 4 deaths: Sikila, Serefa, Hereg, V'chenek. I'm going to give you one small kavanah. I call this the Pshat of the Pshats. Take the name Yudke Vavke, take the name of Ammonai and put them together. That's it. You don't need anything more than that. That's it, just do that. And have kavanah, I'm doing a zivug haklali. You know what haklali is? It's the general zivug of the whole year. And if on Rosh Hashanah we get judged, guys, for how much money we're going to make that year, on Shavuot we get judged on how much Torah we're going to learn that year. So that means all you guys sitting in this shiur, last Shavuot, you must have did something right. Because not every neshama is zochet to hear Sudot Torah. This is your Olam Haba. This is called Amelim BaTorah. It's not about how many people come to the shiur. It's about the quality of the nishamot. Sometimes, before you go to sleep, that's the time when the Satan comes to play with you. Right before you go to sleep. All the shtuyot you saw, all the zevel, all the thing comes to play with you, right? Your mind is going into a state of sleep, so all the subconscious, like when you're a plumber and you're like thinking, like all the charta comes out at the end, suddenly you're going to sleep and so what do the chachamim say? What are you supposed to do? Say before you go to sleep as many times as possible, Torah tzivanu Moshe Marashak Lat Yaakov, like counting sheep. Torah tzivanu, after 4 minutes you're going to see Torah tzivanu and you're going to be out. One time before I was going to sleep, I was saying Torah Tzivalanu, Torah Tzivalanu, Torah Tzivalanu, I couldn't go to sleep. And a thought popped into my head. I said, we're all praying for Mashiach Tzidkenu. If you're going to take 5 minutes to think about it, you're really going to get excited. Imagine that day, guys. Getting goosebumps. Imagine that day when we're going to hear that shofar. And suddenly you're going to see 10 tribes coming out of the Nahar Sambatyon. And suddenly a Beit HaMikdash is coming from Shamayim. And Mashiach Tzidkenu is probably going to be some guy we all knew. Some guy who we thought that he was, like David HaMelech. Everybody thought, Muzar ha'iti libnei echai, nochri libnei. They thought he was a goy bichlal. Everybody over there is black hair and dark skin. He's coming out white skin and gingy with blue eyes. What is this guy coming from? He looks like a plishti. Chas v'shalom.
Well, David didn't look like
He didn't look like anyone. He looked like Esav. Shmuel didn't even want to anoint him. Bichlal. He didn't want to anoint him. He saw him right away. He took the jug and he put it away. Hashem said, Hello, Shmuel. You see in the eyes, I see the heart. He's the Mashiach. He's the king. Moshcheu. And the oil started to pour out. Mashiach is going to come. He's going to have prophecy like Moshe Rabbeinu. He's going to be strong like Samson. He's going to be as smart as King Solomon. Wow. He's going to reach Yechidah, the first person to ever reach Yechidah. We're all going to reach Yechidah because of him if we live to see that day. And then he's gonna pick who's going to be in his cabinet. He's going to have a cabinet too. And all the rich guys, are going to come out like this, Yeah, we bought this. Our names are over here. And Mashiach is going to be like this. Step aside. See that little guy over there? Who was always careful not to speak in the Bet Knesset? Who did Tikkun Chatzot? You see that guy over there who never did? He's in my cabinet. No more Ditz Kisad. Could you imagine such a moment, guys? We're not saying names over here. Could you imagine such a thing, guys? Could you imagine such a moment? Thinking about it makes you excited, right? I don't know. I'm excited. And that's just this man of that's just Mashiach. How about Tchiyat HaMetim? Bless you. Could you imagine Tchiyat HaMetim, guys? Human beings will come out of the ground. You could cry thinking about this. You know that? Human beings will crack. There's cement over there. Hashem says, I'm going to crack their cement. I'm going to take them out. Could you imagine people are coming out of the ground? I don't know. Could we imagine such a thing? Goyim, what are they like? Number one thing in there, Goyim, zombies. The living dead. No. We want the walking. We want the living. That's why our dead is not really dead. You know what they really call them? They're sleeping. They're sleeping.
Waiting for Mashiach.
Mashiach is waiting for them, actually. Could you imagine the day Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov is going to walk out of Ma'at Machpelah? Don't you want to see that day? But how we're going to see that day if we can't even stay up one night of Shavuot without complaining? How? I don't know. This year we're not going to complain?
Sleeping before.
That's it, Shabbat before. We're going to take our rest on Shabbat. Baruch Hashem for Shabbat. Guys, you want to be in Mashiach's cabinet, members? You want to be in his Sanhedrin? One condition. You have to work for it. Not that you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. That you had an inheritance and you had this and that. And you walk around with what's an expensive watch? A Rolex, thank you. And you have slick back hair and you're walking around. You're a Parnas. I built this. My name is all over. No. This shul is named L'Shem. Do you guys ever ask? We say it means for the sake of. It's not really means that. You know what L'Shem is really? It's an acronym for La'akama Shchinta Me'afera. To pick up the Shechina. That's what it means. That's what L'Shem. You know who thought of that name? Rav Tzion Bracha. Rav Tzion Bracha. He, you know what he used to do as a job? He used to, no, that was Yosef Voltok. He used to sell bananas in Shuk Machane Yehuda. Sell bananas. Today, his son is one of the big Rosh Yeshivas in Eretz Israel. He used to leave his schora, his merchandise, in the middle of Shuk Machane Yehuda. He used to go to the yeshiva of Mordechai Sharabi to learn in the middle of the day. He used to tell people, do kavanot. I don't have Yirat Shamayim. Do the kavanot, you can have Yirat Shamayim. Everyone here has Yirat Shamayim. Everyone here has a big neshama. Don't sell yourself short. You're a very big neshama in front of Hashem. We all are. Don't ever sell yourself short. This Shavuot, fulfill your potential. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.